How long have you been advising this club?
So this is our 8th year,
Mhm.
and we've been kind of co-advising ever since. Even when we started kind of coming up with the idea and the design of the layout of the studio, it was kind of always bouncing ideas off. So 8 years for the club, and working on it and in it for 9.
Yeah.
What got you interested in film and TV world?
I've always just loved movies and sort of visual storytelling, so that was sort of how I got into it in high school. I started playing around with, my parents bought a video camera, started playing around with it. I went to college for graphic design, and then eventually into interactive design, where I did some motion graphics and animation, and kind of ended up getting jobs in the field of doing graphics for promotional videos and commercials and things like that, and eventually decided to go back for teaching.
So very similar. Growing up, having a video camera and playing around with it, that was always a big thing for me. And then when I was at Millersville in college on my undergrad, I had some experience with some more of the technical side. And actually, my first teaching job, I set up another TV studio. So it's kind of just been more and more experience in building upon the last. And I really love the technical aspect, the whole kind of control room side of things. It's kind of blossomed from there.
What makes the dog dish unlike any other club?
I think we're the only club that actually has to produce and present something to the entire school for all 180 days of the school year.
Yeah.
So that can be a very stressful situation, because we never get to take a break or reflect on what we did the previous day. We have to just kind of keep moving. So it's something that does require a huge commitment of our students, but we have a great group of kids that come in every morning and help us get the show ready, create the scripts, compile the announcements, put together graphics and anchor, and it takes a number of people in order just to pull it off. Every person has a role to play, and every person has a job that is incredibly important, and if one person is missing, or if one person isn't sure how to do their job, that can, you can really notice it in the quality of the show. So it really is a team effort, even though only 2 anchors are usually seen on camera every day. There's a lot more people involved in putting it together.
And I think one of the other things is we've kind of morphed. We've seen major changes over the 8 years too. Probably more so than any other. A lot of it was like when we started, it was money that we started off with, but now we kind of raised up our own money over the last 8 years, and we're able to now switch over to HD, eventually being able to hopefully stream or at least put up a product, and we're almost at that point now on like YouTube every day. So we've really pushed ourselves and progressed by means of the club itself to kind of push ahead and kind of innovate and make new things and make changes to make it better.
Well, and I think having the 2 of us as co-advisors helps, because Mr. Bennett's more the technical side and the wiring, and I'm the graphics and the animation and sort of the presentation of the show. So between the 2 of us, I think we complement each other's strengths, and
Absolutely.
We've really been able to put out a show that's technically very well put together, and also from a aesthetic point of view, it also has a nice look to it and a nice polish to it than some other schools have.
Is there anything else you want to say about the club or advising the club?
It's been fun. We've had a core group every year. Like we get students who start their freshman year, and if they're into this and we can tell, we scoop them up and they stay with us. So it's cool to grow with those students. Like oftentimes you maybe have them once or twice a day, but again, like Mr. Kern said earlier, we're seeing these students every day, and it's really cool to grow along with them and kind of just really walk through life, not just walk through school, but walk through life. I think back to when Mr. Kern and I were having babies, when our wives were having babies, and the kind of the excitement with the students. And again, you get that with other students, but when you're seeing students every day and you get to walk along with them through those kinds of things, it's pretty special.
And there was a few days where we were both out with kid-related things, and the students were really able to step up and run the show without us. I think we both had subs that day, and we came in the next day or the following day, and we're like, we ran the show, we're good. So that's been really neat to see, and it's great to see students sort of come out of their shells and evolve. People who start off as very nervous freshmen, not sure even how to turn on a camera, have really come to really take over the control room and really run that side of things. And we've also seen a lot of people who are very sort of shy and quiet and afraid to sort of talk in front of people really come out of their shells, and some of the anchors that we have right now are people who were very quiet for a while, and now they've really stepped up and they've been a great presence on the show every morning.
All right, thank you guys.
No problem, buddy.